while holding onto a metal rail secured to the ground while the wind hurls around you at 70 miles per hour. Now, this is a good day, you think, as a typical one would have winds well over 100 miles per hour. As you enter your metal tank, which will take you to work, you are thankful that you probably will make it in today without incident. These conditions, among others, would be true if there were no moon. Oftentimes, we take that white ball in the sky that goes between full and new moon for granted. But it has numerous benefits to our life, many of which we take for granted and don't realize the moon has a major influence on us and on our life. As many scientists say, a humongous rock-sized object hit the earth a very long time ago, dislodging part of the earth and then becoming the moon over time. So if we take this theory and assume no massive rock hit the earth, scientists believe that without a moon, our current earth would have about an 8-hour day. This 8-hour day would cause the winds to be much more than they are today. This theory is partly based upon looking at other planets such as Jupiter that have 10-hour days and watching how their winds behave. Basically, the winds would move in the direction the earth rotates. With a much faster rotating earth, the winds would increase as well. The other side effect of this would be much greater waves, resulting in obvious, treacherous conditions on the ocean. The moon also keeps the tilt of the earth relatively consistent and prevents the earth from wobbling as seen in our neighbor planet Mars. Since Mars doesn't have a large moon as we do, it actually wobbles considerably, and its ice cap at its poles have actually moved to the equator occasionally because of the wobbling of the planet. Why does this even matter? Well, my friend, if the earth wobbled as much as Mars does, assuming we had no moon, our climate would be rather unpleasant and maybe uninhabitable. Imagine if you got up in July one year and it was 95 degrees outside with a nice 100-mile-an-hour breeze. During the next year, the earth wobbled like Mars, and then that same day, the next July, depending on where the planet found itself during its large wobbling motion, you found yourself putting on your Eskimo suit to go outside in freezing temperatures with massive winds. As you probably know, our tides are affected by the moon. No moon would mean very small tides that would be caused mostly by the sun. Tides are important cycles for many creatures, and without them, some of our species would likely not survive. Another interesting fact of our moon is its ability to somehow affect cycles in the human body and also of other creatures. For example, as you know, it takes exactly 9 cycles of the moon for a baby to be formed completely in the womb. According to some extensive research that's been done, certain events in our lives can be timed according to the moon's cycles to achieve the best results. Some of these include when to plant and harvest crops to achieve the greatest result, when to cut hair to stimulate the best hair growth, and when to cut down a tree so that its wood is of the very best quality. So could it be possible that the moon was formed after a huge rock hit the earth and finally turned into what we see today? Without that random rock hitting the earth, slowing the earth down and causing its axis to not wobble, some would think we may not have made it and evolved into what we are today. Or could a supreme designer have placed the moon where it is on purpose because he realized its great importance to our survival on Earth? You decide.